prop. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I can't wait to maiden this thing. I mean, this is the golden hour, right? Look at that sky. It's just beautiful. Okay, full speed pass. Alright, if I hold that up just like that, we get rid of the glare. Bear with me, folks. I'm maxing out what I can do with my little top-down setup here. Welcome to the Philip Cockrum channel, viewers. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel grow, and it helps me bring you these great videos that we all love. So on today's show, we've got another fantastic unboxing for you of the brand new release from E-Flite of the UMX P51D Voodoo Mustang. So we're going to go through the unboxing, we'll go through the radio setup, we'll see which batteries fit inside, and we'll get this all ready for our maiden flight. So let's take a look at this box first. We've got some beautiful pictures on there. We've got our usual AS3X and safe select features on this plane. We've got the history here of the plane, which is very interesting. It was a real warbird. It's won several titles in the Reno air races. It was originally called Pegasus. There's the specs, wingspan, and stuff of the plane there, and some of the features of it, and kind of just basic bind and fly. All the UMX planes are bind and fly, as we know. I already pulled out the instructions from the pack, so let's take a look at this plane. One of the features of this plane is it can take the 3S battery, like the new Pitts and Timber X plane can. So this is how it comes. Got our little top cradle on there with a couple little pieces of protective plastic on here. It's all in one piece, as you can see. Get rid of some of this stuff here. Do this so it doesn't rub in the box here, I guess. See the bottom there. And there we go. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. It's a beautiful looking plane. As I said, other than the paint scheme and the new power system in it, I don't think it's any different than the previous Mustang that they had. But you can get a good look at the details and stuff here. So it's got this is kind of unique to UMX planes here, is a little actual hatch that the battery goes in. They got some of that stuff that they call Velcro in there, which isn't very good. I'd replace that. And looks like a JST connector, so that's kind of nice little hatch deal. Hopefully that should sort out the CG a little bit, which I was kind of surprised. Tuck it in there, get in there. That it doesn't really show you that in the. It doesn't like going back in there without a battery, does it? There we go. Anyway, it's a nice little feature, right? So we've got removable landing gear. You just pop off these little plastic skirts here, and you can see they pop out there. Same with the tail wheel. Looks like it's got a steerable tail wheel to it, right? Some really nice decals on it, as well as the paint job. It should show up really well in the sky. Even painted the spinner and the prop there. We got a nice little cockpit detail. Little guy with egg on his face, looks like there. And what else? So let's do a little size comparison first. This plane's it's 19.5 inches, or 400 and some odd millimeters. What is 493 millimeters? So just under 500 millimeters. But there it is compared to the Turbo Timber UMX, which a lot of people are familiar with, and that has a 700 millimeter wingspan. So you can see it's quite a bit smaller, and even the fuselage themselves, you know, it's quite a bit smaller plane, right? So it's not big, it's not small. But compared to the other micros, so this is the E-Sheen or XK. It probably comes in some other brand name, but the other little micro warbirds that are out there. And these ones have a 400 millimeter wingspan, which you can see that's kind of significantly smaller than this plane. Get an idea there. So it's got a nice feel and weight to it there, and quality in construction. So what else? Let's take a look at this little battery compartment again and see what we can fit in there. I mean, it's designed for the around the E-Flite Spektrum batteries, right? So there's the little 300 milliamp, and it already has the JST on it, which is going to fit in there just fine, obviously. But it could go forward and back a little bit in there. There's just the 2-cell, which is basically the same size as that 3-cell battery. But I did find these other ones from Beta, which are a nice quality battery, but you can see it's a little bit longer form. And that looks like it's just gonna fit in there by the time I get the plugs kind of sorted out and stuff on it. But hopefully it will. It does fit in the UMX pits and in the UMX Timber X. It fits in there just fine because there's lots of room in both those planes, right? But this one's a little limited. I guess you could probably, put out your foam a little, but they've done a nice job in that little compartment there. It's very square and almost feels like it's reinforced with some plastic there. Yeah, there is. So the bottom where my finger's pointing there, that's like a little plastic tray kind of thing that's built into the foam there. So it's fairly durable, a nice detail, other than, this little door thing, which I could see you losing or breaking off or something there. But other than that, it's good to see them try something different. I like how it magnetically seals easy like that. So let's put a battery in it and we'll fire up the radio. I'll show you the model that I downloaded for it. Okay, so here's the model here on my MX series. It's EFLU4350, and it just says Voodoo right on it. And so I downloaded that from SpektrumRC.com, loaded it into my radio, imported it into the radio, and there you go, it's there. So let's plug in the plane and see what happens. Putting the little 3-cell in it right away. You should always watch these connectors because I have mistakenly, you can, especially when these little JSTs get worn, you can plug them in backwards. There's only a small little nub in the middle of them that stops you from putting it in either way. That's why I don't like them, right? So always look at the wires when you're plugging in these things, no matter if they're new or not. 3 beeps. Let's just put it down on the ground. Let's see if it orients. Oh, all right, so let's go through the bind here.
Binding. DSMX 22 milliseconds. Telemetry.
That's a good sign. It's auto configuring left and right, up and down. Throttle's working. Throttle cut is working. We have a S3X. We have AS3X and safe already on it. So there you go. You can see the ailerons trying to correct the plane. I'm going to take it off. It's not. So that's nice and easy. But, no problems there. Let's give that throttle a little wing so you guys can hear it here. Oh, throttle cut on, I guess. got some power. I can feel it. It's so quiet too. Wow. It's full power. I'm holding on to it pretty tight. Whoa. That's how quiet this thing is. That's amazing. It must be that 4-blade prop a little bit on there, because the UMX pits and the Timber X don't sound like this. They have 3-bladed props. The pits has a 2-bladed prop. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I can't wait to maiden this thing. Okay, well, as far as I'm concerned, she's ready to go. I did take a quick look through the manual here, and it's got a good manual, just like E-Flite usually provides there. It shows you how to do the setups and rates and things all manually, and go into the safe mode here if it doesn't work for you manually. Of course, I'd recommend you downloading the model, but not everybody has the capability or likes to do that. It just makes your life a lot easier. As you can see, like, I basically just plugged it in and bound it up, and it's ready to go. Everything works, right? So, so one feature of note here, they don't really tell you a proper CG, like from the leading edge, like almost every single plane does. They just tell you this 8mm zone from, you know, like a panel line here on the plane. Now, because it's got that little compartment in there, and really it just takes a little bit of tucking there, and you fold the wire and it kind of goes inside just fine, right? But you could have the battery, you know, the wire at the back of the battery or at the front of the battery, which would change the CG a little bit, right? Now, you know, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. We're going to find out pretty soon when we fly it if it's, you know, nose or tail heavy, right? So other than that, we're ready to go. So tune in soon for the maiden flight. Thanks for watching today. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel grow, and it helps me bring you these great videos that we all love. So that's it for today, folks. Love and peace from Canada, and we are YouTube.